Jaden, what happened to your camera? Did you turn on your camera, please? Jaden and Li Chen, hi. Wow, hey, the way you stand behind Li Chen is like the two arms is like you like that. Wow, big size, man. Cool, man. I like that. Oh, Jaden, your hair getting longer, nicer. Okay, good. Both of you are in, so let's go through your homework first, okay? Right. Li Chen, let's go. Give me a minute, huh? I'm going to pull up because I have 3 screens, so I'm just opening up the screen. So the title is Sports and Games are equally as important as study. Do you agree? So some of the essay will be IP standards, some is express, whatever it is, please put in your best effort. I think yes. Li Chen, let's go.
So I start from the.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes, I agree that sports and games are as important as studies. Although,
wait, give me a minute. I put that introduction too short. If you need to write at least 4-5 sentences, at least 50 to about 80 words for introductions. Like I mentioned, now you're all on Sec1, so your introductions might be more ingredient, 比较有内涵. So Li Chen, so you say yes, I agree. Okay, you don't just start like that, but you have to say why is it important, or maybe you say add some ideas inside. Yes, I agree that sports and games are as important as study. Has the same goal. Okay, Li Chen, you must put it. Has the same goal. All works and no play makes Jacks a down boy. So I strongly agree with this statement that sometime in life we need to balance ourselves, not just to have study, but at the same time, you need some activities and relax your mind. All right, when you sit down with the hand behind, I thought it was a hand. You know, your wallpaper. Today, I got two, yeah, your hand behind. And then Li Chen, your muscle hand. Okay, all right. So, you get me now, Li Chen. So your introduction must add a few more sentences inside to ensure that the readers and the examiner will continue want to read your essay. That's very important. It's just like for example, 你奶奶问你，立成啊，宝贝孙子，你吃饱了吗？ You don't answer your 奶啊，饱了，不要问这么多废话。You don't do that, right? Right. Your 奶奶问，哎呀，宝贝孙子，你吃饱了 ？Have you taken your lunch? Of course, say yes, 奶奶, I taken. Then of course you can add a few more sentences. How about you, 奶奶? Have you eaten? If you are not eaten, maybe I go downstairs and buy for you. You get me now? You might have this type of things to make it more interesting. So from now on, do not write just like that. Just say, okay, important. Add more beef on it, more things inside. Okay, right? Thanks. I think your handwriting is improved, but be careful. Don't do this type of things in your exam. Just do one line will do. If you think your answer is the word is wrong or spelling is wrong, please do not do this. Okay, feedback from the Cambridge examiner or this. You just cancel one line. Just like that. Okay, you don't do this. Okay, seriously, don't do this. Okay, you give people a very bad impression of you, number one. And number two, imagine this examiner is marking the number 50 essay for today, and you know he's already tired and looking at this. It's not very nice for you. Okay, right, carry on. The next paragraph.
Although studying can make you smarter, and you will know much more things than before, and even get a better job to earn more money.
You get me? You look at it, you see all these things. Don't do that the habit. From now, just use 1 or 2 lines, the maximum 3 lines to cancel off. And the sentence was pretty long. Nothing wrong, but it's good. I like the ideas. It's pretty long. But because you have continued from that, however,
if you keep studying from day to night, no more than a month, you will be in hospitals and lie on the comfortable sick bed.
And you sure now the hospital bed is so nice for you to sleep? I don't want. Seriously. I rather prefer my own bed. 我的宝贝在家里睡觉，我的枕头 all my pillow and the poster. Seriously. It's not a nice way to sleep, especially now with COVID, with all the illnesses, disease. No, and you know what, Li Chen, I one of the hospital in Singapore, I really hate it so much. Until I have an argument with the staff. Okay, that was happening to my wife, grandmother, and my mother-in-law who stay in the hospital. I don't want to mention the names. Okay, I don't like the hospitals. Yes, I feel I have a bad experience. And not having to say the bed, okay, bro. The bed is not nice. But I think what you meant here is that you are saying that if you are 整天读书一定会病倒. Yeah, it's true. I mean, seriously, I totally agree with you. That no, you need to balance yourself, study and play. Just like adult, you cannot be working 10 hours. Yeah, unless even though you are telling me my boss, Li Chen, who I'm doing the pop-in, sometimes 2-3 a.m. he can WhatsApp me. Seriously, and sometimes I don't sleep so early. How, you know why? I watch TikTok. Hey, serious, I watch TikTok, nothing wrong. And do you agree TikTok has made you, I'm not sure about you, you don't have TikTok, right? Do you have TikTok? No, right? So do you know TikTok has really helped to learn a lot of things, seriously. I mean, I it's how you see it now, because some students may not like it. But I learned a lot from TikTok. Seriously. Next week, I will share with you some of the things. If later I got time, I'll just share you one of the videos. Eh? All right. So I will not prefer you to write like that, Li Chen. Maybe okay, you are same as my younger son. You like to watch Mr. Beast. Okay. And Uncle Roger. And okay, Uncle Roger say you must know how to cook. There's not carry on, how carry on. You need to enjoy and play games and but sometimes when you are in the study, please concentrate. But when you need to, after your study, you need to unwind yourself, please. Seriously, it's not an easy life for all of you here, please. All right, I know the term 2 is getting tougher. Even the term 3 will be even tougher. By the time term 4 is ready to decide whether you can promote the set 2 or not. Continue to watch YouTube, continue to play games, continue to watch maybe social media, but look, filter those are good ones that can help you in writing your essay and comprehensions. Seriously, yeah. All right. So let's move on. My dear, do not do like that. Be careful. Because some examiner teacher might think that you're going to cancel this one. You get rid of the H. All right. Okay, now you're set 1, so you got honeymoon period, never mind. You can slowly, surely, and definitely improve your handwriting when you go along the way. Okay. Okay. Just like this, when I'm, in fact, now you know, right, Uncle Raymond is in the police force. Like yesterday, I was in Bugis recruiting people to join the police. So the first time when I was doing recruitments, I also not sure, a lot of things I'm not sure. Like yesterday, I went, okay, I got some experience. I know what questions to ask. I know what kind of people to filter that I'm able to accept. You know what, Li Chen, I found one person about to interview him to say, do you mind, sir, you want to join the police force? The moment I approached him, I decided not to talk to him. You know why, Li Chen? You know you know when you wear your shirt, your arm, there's this tattoo. There's this tattoo. Okay, in police force, we do not allow tattoos. Fair enough. But he looks like a very potential candidate to join the police force. So same thing. So when you see that this kind of things are, how do I relate it? So how I usually teach, I hope can use it in real life, not just for study. Okay, but if you want to get A1 here, I'm so sorry. Okay, that's not the style. It's how to get A1 for ABC. Your attitude, your behavior, and characters. That's more important. Okay, right. Thank you. So next, can you carry on?
So after you studied for a while, you need to refresh your brain and not just keep studying.
Keep on studying. No, and not just keep on studying, or else?
Or else your brain will be very tired.
Yeah, I realize your handwriting is that you like to write very fast and you may be thinking too fast, which is good. And sometimes you may not have patience in writing. So like not Jaden, later your handwriting. Yeah, I like your handwriting. Serious. Okay, so my advice is, Li Chen, please, you and Jaden handwriting is big. April, you need to expand your handwriting like this size. Okay, in terms of your handwriting is very neat. But I'm so sorry, just kidding, don't get angry. You know, one of my students was saying, I need a magnifying glass to see his work, her work. Okay, too small. Okay, nothing wrong because everyone is own stuff, but you have to understand, April. If you write too small and you can imagine now, not imagine, sorry, I don't use the word imagine. You can't believe it now. By the time you go to Sec 2, Sec 3, higher, you have more things to write. It's not like 300 words or 200 words. You might write 500 words or even 800 words. And can you imagine if the examiners is reading your essay is so wonderful, but halfway through your handwriting is so small, it's kind of, it piss him off or he get tired, eyes get tired, and then you got no mood to continue to read, and then you start, sorry to use, maybe not anyhow mark your paper, but he has no mood to continue to mark with enthusiasm. So that is the thing. So even though you look at Jaden and Li Chen handwriting, and also Le Tong, it's a bit different. Wait, how come Le Tong is not in yet? Okay. All right. So it's true. I agree with you. It's very true, Li Chen. It's very true that you need to balance yourself, let your brain be relaxed. Seriously. Sometimes when after teachings, like yesterday, Li Chen, I was 5 hours in Bugis doing my police duty. All right. Walking, I mean, standing about half a 1 hour break, moving around. But after when I came back home, I decided, actually, I want to do your marking. Okay, Jaden and Li Chen, I want to do your marking. But literally, I got no mood. No, I marked your paper last night only, to be honest, after my class, last night after 10 p.m. Then, when I go home, I just feel like, yeah, I want to mark, but my body, Li Chen, just give way. I decided to rest and watch Shazam. The part 2 of Shazam, Shazam? Shazam, the part 2 movie. But halfway through, I slept. I was so tired. So I need after that, when I wake up, I got my dinner, and that's where my brain start to work again. You are absolutely right. Sometimes if after you study too tired, my advice is don't just go and play game. Go around and walk around and relax. Your brain need to rest. I think you have done some research on this, and well done. Okay, like the one behind your picture, you see the 6-pack one. Okay, now of course you cannot you're so skinny. There's no way unless you can have a 6-pack muscle. Okay, how run can how run? He's so cute. You can make it like very big size. Jaden, maybe you have to work out a bit. Okay, right. You need to beef up your body. Serious, very important. That's where how run? This essay was written for last month homework because every month we have different topics. Okay. Like last one was talking about sports and poverty. So this one we are talking about other things. Carry on, Li Chen. Playing sports.
Playing sports can refresh your brain and it is good for your physical health. While playing games can also reflect your brain, but the effectiveness will not be as good as playing sports.
I'd like to comment this sentence here. Playing sports can refresh your brain and it's good for your physical health. I totally agree with you. So if you can, some of the sentences that is good, please write down on a book and put it there. Li Chen's creative sentences, put it there, because those sentences you keep repeating and able to understand. You can put it inside your essay. Okay, how let me know. Like just like you play Minecraft, right? I believe you got certain part of the game you feel very interesting, you want to go. Okay, like I'm playing a Sim City, Biopolis, building cities. Oh, okay. And then I also play other games as well. I used to play games. I realized, Jaden, I'm asking all my Sec1, Sec2. I'm not sure about you, April. They like to play chess now. Chess, no. Wow, you all agree, Well, seriously, last year my Sec4 students, when I was talking to him, he came to my place, he was playing chess. Then I look at him, oh my goodness, he can play with his cousin in Texas in USA, online. That is damn bloody cool. I don't have this, Jaden. Seriously. And please, if you like chess, go ahead, whether it's Chinese chess, English chess, or Wei Qi, please go and enjoy these games. It will really train your mind. When I was young, Jaden, because when young, I got no friend because I was being bullied. Jaden, I learned to play 中国象棋. Oh, really? Chess.com, really? I think people who play chess have a very good Oh, okay. 乐童 is on some 请假了. So what happened is that this chess really is Li Zhen, thanks to using your essay, I bring out the idea of playing chess. No, I'm not sure about you, Li Zhen. Go and play the English chess. It's very interesting. But if you ask me English chess and Chinese chess, I would prefer Chinese chess. Seriously, all right? Really, there's a difference. And then of course, Wei Qi, I'm yet to learn about Wei Qi. Thanks for your update, Howard. I will go and take a look at chess.com. Maybe I need to help my younger son to play. Oh, is there Japanese chess also? 我不出卖华人，我不玩日本象棋，我玩中国象棋，我爱国。Gideon was like LMAO. Please, uncle, very emotional damage. If I play the Japanese chess, 人家讲我会是叛徒. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I eat a lot of Japanese sushi and Japanese food. 1 month I can eat 3-4 times in Japanese food. 美味しいですね。ありがとう. That's all I know how to say. Okay, Li-Chen, thank you so much. You see, you realize your essay has kind of inspired us to learn the different things. Let's go. There are more to come from Li-Chen's essay. Come.
Also, playing sports and games well will also get you some good achievement in life.
So you miss out that one, Li-Chen. I was waiting for you to say this, but you did say that like Kobe Bryant's. Who is Lambrand? What is that? Who is this? Okay, maybe you carry on. I don't know this guy. I was too tired to research on this guy. What is it? Jerome, is it? Can you read the name? And by the way, your readings today is very good.
I spell it.
Hold on, I want to give compliments to your reading today, very good. But you know, the starting was like you just wake up, 老师早，你好. But now slowly, seriously. Okay, you can tell that he just woke up. I also just woke up because yesterday I watched TikTok until 1+. I must commend your readings. If you continue to have this tonality, improve it. I tell you, Li-Chen, your reading will be very good. Seriously, no joke. But not your handwriting at this moment. To be honest, I don't get angry with me. Okay, you need to improve your handwriting at least 5 times. But your readings is good, same as April. All right. How I haven't listened to your lovely boy. Later you have to read now. It's a must. Okay, it's like in the classroom. Don't mind. Okay, thanks. Okay. Li-Chen, continue. Who is this guy? Can you pronounce this name?
LeBron James is a famous basketballer. I don't know. I spell his name.
James. You missed the S, my dear.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't like to play basketball. I'm a football coach in my school previously. I only like Kobe Bryant and one more, the air one. The air one. Michael Jordan, my dear. Recently, they are making a movie. Okay, Michael Jordan. Hey, I see a thumbs up. How about this one? Okay, all right. So Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe Bryant is my elder son went to, I can't remember which part of the world he went to buy the jersey for me. Kobe Bryant is 23, right, or 24, right? The jersey. All right, Li-Chen. Okay, I don't really like this guy. I prefer the one in Portugal. CR7, you know who is that? Okay, seriously. All right, carry on, please.
They are all famous by playing sports.
Please, be careful. Don't do that. The British people would not like to do this. He would say, oh my God, how can you put an E behind the famous? That is not right. Look at how she, let's get something that is not right. Let me think about it. Okay. Yes?
Teacher,
You like it?
did he read too much Jerome student?
Sorry, what do you say? I really can't hear you. Maybe you move your mouse to your mouth, 你的嘴巴靠近那个麦。Get ready for the sniper rifle. What is GS? I don't know what GS stands for, so sorry. Okay, and please do not put the N at the start of the sentence. Okay, so what is Geronimo's situation? Okay, what is that, Jaden?
A book. Actually, it's an author who calls himself Geronimo Stilton, but in the book he writes himself as a mouse. Then like words like famous, he add an S behind, like famous.
Oh, yes. Now you remind me. Yes. Okay. Yes. I happen to one of my two students, in fact, Aaron, very attentive. Well done. Yes. Be careful, Ali Chan. Okay. Yeah, now I realize this one. Correct. Now you ring a bell already. Thank you. You see, listen, it's not like looking at essay to 嘲笑你的 essay. No, okay, here we are not laughing at one another. Very alert. Thank you, Howard. And thanks, Jaden, for your explanations. And please do not start a sentence with an N. Never. From now on, please erase April. I'm not sure about your school, whether they allow or not. But by right, it's not good to start with the sentence N. Why don't you use my magic words? Remember the 310 magic words. In fact, nevertheless, thus, therefore, hence, as a matter of fact, some good gamers, indeed, okay, good gamers is also rich because, carry on. Hey bro, I don't understand what you mean by here. Can you read that? Please explain. I don't get here, so then how? So why you suddenly bring about gamers? Carry on.
Because the videos are...
No, you finish reading first, then you explain to me. Go on.
Some good gamers is also rich because their videos are interesting, they got views, and they might won a competition to win a lot of money.
Okay, I understand. I also want to be a influencer, a YouTuber. In fact, the other business, my boss always like to bring influencers to the shop to showcase our eco-friendly products and some of the popping products. Yeah, I understand. But bro, Chen, okay lah, so they rich, 关我屁事啊，关我什么事？他们有些是他们的事。Then you
like I'm thinking of you can earn money by studying. You can also
exactly. Hey, can you please explain to my younger son? He said, Daddy, I want to be YouTuber. I really want to use the effort on him. Seriously, you know what's the effort? FOOL lah, how run? Don't anything lah. Hey, hello, you got limited vocab, all of you. April, you're laughing. Your guys so funny.
So why would you want to use the word fool on your son?
No, it's really fool. It's really foolish. I mean, if Lee, you're right. You need to study, correct now. You cannot just overnight, okay, I want to be YouTuber. I want to be influencer. I give you a YouTuber. I give you a U and a tube, bro. A U and a tube. YouTube. You know, the U magnet, you know? The U magnet. So he was like looking at me like he also want to use the effort on Daddy. That's me. You know what is the effort of Haran? Yeah, Daddy, you are very start with F and with Y. Very funny, huh? Got you, man, guys. Got you. So listen, you are absolutely that is the part I'm waiting. If you find this listen, you will score already. To be honest, a lot of people like our generation, I'm so sorry, Legion. I've been talking to all the parents. In fact, most of the parents are Legion. You see, because of this essay, don't mind we share. A lot of parents say, hey, I don't understand this generation Gen Z or Zen don't know what. 为什么整天看 YouTube 不用读书的嘞？因为那些美国佬整天什么 Beast 什么 Uncle 什么 Roger 整天放这些东西无聊整天什么 cook here cook there， 还有一个是 Twins doctor very nice, that one very good. The Twins doctors in England, and then got these Russian doctors also sharing. And do you know what, listen, my younger sons have been watching YouTube for so many years, and then got this history extreme or what extreme history, something like that. If you all know how, right? It's about they draw Hitler until very crazy. Then they draw about Napoleons, right? They talk about the history of Hitler, Stalin. And guess what? I'm teaching history for my Set 3, Set 4. In fact, he's much better. So one day I decided him, Raiden, his name is Raiden, you are Jaden. So I say, Raiden, Hitler come from Africa, right? You know, it's like, Daddy, another F word. You know what is the F word? You must be freaking crazy. Hitler is white, African is black. You racist, Daddy. So that's the one way I tested him in that way. Okay? So YouTube is very good. Then you must say that, over the years, they have accumulated enough of education and study and knowledge. And now, listen, okay, I think how long you know, right? To start a YouTube, sometimes you have to put subtitle, you have to cut and paste, right? Editing, correct now? To put the YouTube, then so nice that you got 1 million view. I like Mr. Beast more than PewDiePie, seriously, right? Some of the YouTuber is just nonsense, to be honest, and the way they slang is, I find it's too much. Yeah, my brother-in-law, Haran, doesn't allow my nephew to watch Mr. Beast. We find that Mr. Beast is 施舍, too generous, like money come like that. Hey, hello, just come like that, April. But you have to understand, have you watched Mr. Beast, April? You know it's Mr. Beast? He's actually my cousin in US. Miss April was like looking at me, seriously? April, you got racist. I cannot have a cousin that is white, man. How blind will be, seriously? Mr. B, your cousin? Then who are you? I'm Mr. Animal. Correct. Is the beast an animal? So children, you are Mr. Alien. Okay, listen, joke. Listen, I need that last part. Get me now. So 关我屁事，他们赚很多钱关我屁事，他也没有分享他的钱给我嘛。So but you need to say, because through the years of education and knowledge that accumulated, they managed to make this, I don't like the word try, try you will cry. He managed to make this to be a very successful career through playing games. You know that this, was it Minecraft or what game is it? Was it Genshin? Genshin, I heard, for my friends, he's a police officer, he told me his job, full-time jobs, not part-time job. Oh, sorry, he's a reservist policeman. So it's a full-time job, he's a gamer. All right. He told me Genshin have his own power plant, millions of dollars. Genshin is from China, right? Right? And the name Genshin is like Japanese, right? Hey, this is your generation, children, leaders. This is your generation to make it and make it well, to tell the world that we Chinese, no races, we Chinese can make it as good as others. I'm not saying other races are not good, please. Right? You know that from the past few hundreds, Chinese has been suppressed due to Opium War and due to all those wars that we have to people taking advantage of the Chinese. I'm from China. No, I'm Singaporean. But my ancestors is from China. So thanks, Li Chen. I hope you can expand this. That's why you say, anything to say about this paragraph, Li Chen? Anything? Please unmute. You're going to read the next paragraph. So anything to say about this, to add something? Why you put this paragraph, these few sentences?
So I guess like you can achieve some like studying, you can achieve popularity, money or something, but I want to say that playing sports and game also can achieve.
So it's another alternative, another choice, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because some of my students runs, after they graduated from diploma and degree, they really design games. Seriously, their job in poly is to study games. I'm telling you to you, man, Haran, seriously, you won't believe it, right? Right. It's just not about IP or Express or NA or NT or IB. They really design games, and my nephews design games through a very sensitive with the governments. It's like it's like Minecraft, seriously, it's like Minecraft for this government, seriously, but it's very interesting game. But if you go in the apps, there's this game called I can't remember the name, I uninstalled already. So he really designed the games. And guess what? People are employing them just for that. So you can use your study and everything into one. Thank you so much. Carry on, Li Chen.
So the achievement that's the
Spelling error. Okay.
receiving, playing sports and games can also achieve, except knowledge.
I don't understand. Can you explain to me what you mean by that? All achievement that studying will be receiving, playing games, and also can achieve. Can also achieve what except? Except means you should not included knowledge. Then, what do you mean by that? This part I don't understand what you're saying. You should say including, not except. Including knowledge and experience. True enough. Just like the one you see, if you're talking about this one here, I think I need to change my mind. Like this one, like getting a good achievement in life, you should mention about Olympic Games. True enough. There are people from poor countries like Brazil, like Pelé, or some players who are so poor, but they through these Olympic Games, they got good achievement, they got awards, they got money. Just like Liverpool player, right? This money, right? They won so many things in life and share his wealth with his village in Senegal. Okay, where are we? I will short with you. Thank you. Where is it? Okay, so come this one. So unmute please. Listen, I can't hear you.
So if you think that studying is hard, then find a sport or game that you love and train hard. Maybe you will get a good achievement with the ifs.
If study is not your cup of tea. Okay, just put it this way. If study is not your cup of tea, there is a feast spot, a saying. Feast spot stands for fables, idioms, similes, places, occupation, and proverb. Remember, this feast spot is only can be found in Uncle Raymond tuition. You will not find this feast spot anywhere. It will help you to, in fact, by putting this last few words, it's like, okay, guys, 我就是不会读书的咯。我就是这么笨. When it comes to books, I will fall asleep. I cannot study one. I need to play sport. Then please, then you must work hard for sport. And some people say, sorry, I can't play sport. I'm not good at studying. Then go and find something good. Maybe you are a good cook. You are a good chef. Maybe you are a good a person who do arts. I believe Haran and Jaden and April and Legion. I strongly believe that each one of you have your own hidden talents. Seriously. It's just that we Asians parents may want to restrict our children. Maybe I'm wrong now. We change the mindset. They want to restrict our parents that we must focus 101% in studying. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. The first 10 years, in fact, yesterday, I can't sleep after I watching my TikTok. So I was talking to myself on the bed to talk about in life. We have one, let's say, Jaden, you can have 100 years old to live. Okay. The first 20 years of your life, so we divided in 5 parts. Okay. We divided in 5. You're also a YouTuber. Okay. Okay, good, well done. Yeah, YouTuber is good. Continue to have it, but put good contents. Because you know why? Eventually, when some of the businessmen or others look at you, you know what? Don't anyhow put content inside your YouTuber. There are people who look at you, you might be approached and earns not hundreds of dollars. It can be thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm telling you, because this is a new era. Seriously. Okay, trust me. So Jaden, what I want to tell you, I forgot already. I lost my train. Suddenly I saw the message from Howard. What I want to say, April, can't remember. I lost my train of thoughts. Anyone can tell me? I forgot. So I move on. I'm so sorry. I really want to say something to Jaden, but I forgot what I want to say. So just in case I recall, Jaden. So if you see, if study is important, then of course sports is also important. Then life is also important. But how much we're going to spend this in study? It's all depending on you. Okay, by the way, we forget to put the Y here. It's my fault. Okay. And also it's not hard. It's by right that if you think study is difficult, it's tough. Okay, let's go. However,
I recommended studying is much better, as if you keep training inspired, your body will overwhelmed and studying is easier. Just take some time and relax. Get a timetable. You can get easy money.
You can earn easy money, but if you want to be good at a sport or game, it is much harder than studying. Please rephrase your sentence. I don't get what you mean by this. Seriously, I don't get what you mean by this. So you say you must have a proper planning, Li Chen. You must have a proper planning. In order to earn more money, you need to have a plan to balance out your sports and study. But if you think that study is not your cup of tea, study is not the main achievement, then focus on sports and games.
No, I missed out like you need to be paying attention when you are studying. If you're not yeah.
Oh, okay. That means you must focus you must be calm in thinking, just like the TikTok CEO, right? When
Yeah, so
questioned by the congressman. How Ran, did you watch that? So how can TikTok access my handphone? It was like really a crazy question. Can you imagine this congressman is earning so much money and ask TikTok CEO, how can TikTok access to my handphone? Of course, Wi-Fi and download the apps lah. Seriously. He has a big okay, let's go on. Okay, now I understand what you mean already. Thanks. Carry on, last conclusion. Thank you, Li Chen.
So in my conclusion, studying is important, but sports and games are also important.
Who is the they? Who is the they? Please do not write the they, he, them. Be more specific. The they referring to who? The parents, the students, or whatever it is. Okay.
You can relax your brain more better than you staring in the air. Who will bring fun when you and your friends playing together. Life needs fun, right?
I like the way the conclusions you are questioning the person. How come 你很奇怪嘞？你好像出门你没有穿衣服，可是你穿裤子出去。You want to show off your six pack? No, introduction is like wearing your clothes, right? Or you do like girl, you don't make up. You make up halfway, you put your eyelashes, then put your two cheek. Okay, and then you wear your nice clothes. Then you forget to wear your shoes, like something like that. But you wear your shoes, you know your introduction is like you forget to wear your shirts. But you wear your nice pants, you wear your cap. Their conclusion is good. But your introduction is just like a quick one. It's not the way how run. The most important thing is always the introductions. Seriously. Just like how run. The first thing you see my ugly face with so little hair on my head. Oh my God, this is an ugly tutor I've ever seen in my life. Don't judge a person by the book of his cover, okay, mister? Albert Einstein, my cousin, also very ugly, but he's very famous. You got problem, Li Chen? Why Albert Einstein cannot be my cousin, is it? Except Hitler is not my cousin. Okay. Thank you, April. I've seen that. I've seen the one you typed me. Oh my goodness, you take the effort to put it inside. Thank you, April. So nice of you. Awesome. But I still need to see your handwriting. You don't pretend, You don't pretend to type, and then you don't need to write, Naughty girl, I still want to see your handwriting, okay? Thanks. Don't get angry, All right. So I like that. You should say that people who are involved in study and sports will bring funds when you and your friends play together. Get it, Li Chen? Right? Be focused on the group of people. And it's true, need some laughter, right? You need some enjoyment and laughter. Yes, it's absolutely true. I don't want to say that a nerd. In fact, how runs Li Chen, Jaden, and April, you all looks nerds to me. Nothing wrong, You want to prefer to be a nerd or to be notorious naughty boy? No, right? True, right? In fact, all the big shots are all from a nerds. If they are not a nerds, how do they get their degree? How do they pass their exam? Let's be honest. You need to spend, when you go older, you need to spend, when I was doing my 2 degree, I spent day and night studying. When I was in Set 2, I spent like 10 over hours to study out. When I was in Set 3, I spent 10 hours running away from school. Serious. I failed all my subjects in Set 3. I was like shit boy. I was like joining gang, smoking, running away from schools, playing truants. Super bad boy. I failed all my subjects except my lit teacher. I even failed my English, I think. Okay. But surprisingly, the teacher is even tougher. If I can't remember which subject. In fact, I know I failed all my subjects, especially math. But I pull out my socks. I turn over a new leaf. I paddle my own canoe. Life is always up and down. There's no bed of roses. So listen, thanks to your this essay. If not, you will be living with a boring life if you keep studying. I totally, can I use next time I put ATA? Listen, ATA is ATA. So Uncle Raymond, what does this stand for? I absolutely, totally agree what you say. Seriously. Okay. And it's because to be honest, since you I mentioned, I tell you, I'm a very OCD person. Ever since listen, my Sec3, my result was like shit and bad. I start studying like hell until it affected my health. Seriously. And then when I pick up sport again, I play like hell. It also affect my health. So when I was reading this essay, it mesmerized when I was in my teenage year during my secondary school life. Seriously, bro. I was like, really thanks to your essay. It's like, it's true, no? It's true. If you can add another last sentence, so you should say, so it's up to individual now, whether how you're going to balance your sports and study is up to your plan. If you fail to plan to fail in life. Wow, that will be a beautiful ending, teacher. It's like you are giving a speech. Let's say you're a Professor Young, giving a speech in front of a university group of students or giving a lecture. You get me now, teacher. That conclusion must be powerful. The introductions must be attractive. That's very important. Thank you. Okay, you will get 30 upon 50, but sorry, last time I got no time to put in the content. Thank you so much. All right. April, are you able to copy this everything later to put in the WhatsApp for me, just in case this recording is not. I'm so sorry, I will not be able to read your essay today if you don't mind, because number one, sorry, I can't hear you.
My WhatsApp is not working.
Oh, no problem. But maybe you put in the Microsoft Word because in case it lost, okay? Number one. Number two is that I can't mark now because I need to go through your paper. Don't mind, okay? So I will go through next week with your essay, okay? Can we do have WhatsApp chat. Okay, come, let's do now. Jaden, your turn. I always enjoy your handwriting, seriously. But I don't know why you scan until here, like you say, I can't see it. You see, don't mind, but thank God your handwriting is very neat and nice. Let's go.
Yes, in my opinion, I do agree that sports and games are equally as important as studies. Studies leads people away from poverty, and so do sports and games. When people engage in activities like sports and games, they will enjoy it and soon engage in the sport more and more often. In fact, it will become a hobby that keeps us engaged in a activity that is productive. Therefore, it will be good for our body. Just like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, sports led them away from poverty and become the person they are today, rich and famous.
And helping others to get rid of poverty. True now.
Yeah.
That part, because the title is about sports and property, so you must say not sport and property, right? Yeah, equally important. So because the topic last one we are talking about poverty, right? So it's rich and famous, and at the same time help his countrymen, his fellow citizens to get out of the poverty web, W-E-B, web. This is a very nice sentence here, but the sentence is too long. So why don't you use the magic word like in fact, has, what I mean, instead of putting and, to the full stop, then you next sentence, all right? So that the examiner will not pinpoint your grammatical mistake for the whole entire sentence here. Okay, it's nothing wrong, Jaden, to write such a long sentence. But if you don't mind, we start to practice 12 to 15 words per sentence. That's my formula, right? Okay, take note. Kieran, please.
Sports and games also allow us to explore more outdoor activities. This will enrich our learning and our lives, depending on what activities you participate in.
For example, like what? Extreme sport. You know what is parkour? How right, you know parkour? I love to do that when I was in secondary school. But now, if I do parkour, please call 995. I think before I jump halfway, I think I will break my bones and break my back already. And then that's it, I'll be lying on the bed teaching you all. So parkour is, I think anything wrong with parkour, nothing wrong. But it's for those people with weak heart, with very brave heart. So you must depend on like give example, okay? Jayden, carry on.
Studies, on the other hand, focuses mainly on the growth of our mindset and our ability to think, making us engage in less outdoor.
Okay, let me explain now. I think you use on the other hand using the magic words. Later I'll show how run. Okay. I don't agree with that. Jayden. Maybe carry on. Making us engage in less outdoor. Wait, where's my next one? Activities, right? Correct, Jayden. I don't agree that. Do you know now your science? You're used to go out. Geography, right? True now. Like history, you go to learning journey, right? And then any subjects or even English, you go out of the outdoor activity to explore. No more in the textbook, no more enclosed in the classroom, no more such thing as Zoom. Okay, that's why I say, Jayden, no more. That's why, Jayden, next month, you're going to prepare to come to my face-to-face class to doing exam, face-to-face class. Okay, right. Then after that, when we meet out again, you have a surprise meal from Uncle Raymond's. All right, so that's why I say, Jayden, subjective lah. It's not like, okay, you say making us engage in less outdoor. Yes, Jayden, my generation, yes. But now they got this thing called LJ, right? Learning journey. Do not. So you must put that. You don't have how run? Your school so budget cut
Nah, only CCA got.
Okay. You see, CCA is also part of studying, right? Learning. What CCA are you taking? All right. Scouts. Scout, is it? Yes. My big boss, the other boss, he's a scout. He's running the one just now you saw pop in. Yeah. But you damn crazy, why you take scout? Because you're going to burn your time, no? Seriously, scout sometimes Saturday have to do things, right? You know that?
I'm too bored at home.
Are you the only child?
Yes.
Hey, high five, man, bro. High five. I'm the only child too. High five. Haran, after years of seeing as an ex-teacher in my school, scouts, they are always burned on Saturday. And looking at my boss who are now scouts, he was a scout before. And also the other good friends also teacher, a scout master some more. Got badges on. He's one of the. I think you will see him like if you happen to go to the HQ in Bishan, right? Is it in Bishan? There's one big scout in Bishan. You also scout, Jayden? Jayden, you also scout? Oh my goodness, you got two scouts. Hey, hello, please salute, please. People salute you, no, Jayden? Salute. Yes, well done. Jayden, scout is in the HQ in Bishan, right? After I'm looking at the scout CCA, I realized they really trained my boss to be very calm, very determined, very cool-minded, very patient, and able to take hardship. He told me he got this last time he had to walk from was it Marine Parade all the way to Jurong. And halfway through they do the camping and they'll knock on door for something else. Scout their activities. And they learn how to tie knots, not just for fun. Later I found out it's very useful in army and in real life. But sorry, you'll take a toll of your time. But I think it's really trained your carry on. I really respect you. I should not say 3, I should use 4 finger like that. Salute you guys. Thank you so much. So you see, like scout is definitely linked to study already. You might choose a CCA that is very tough, but I think it's worth it. But must know how to manage your time well in your study. But so far, in my previous school, most of the students that from Scout did well. Okay, carry on, my dear.
Furthermore, when you play a sport or a game that requires you to think,
plan, creative. Sorry, because I was using my stylus pen. You don't just write one word, children. From now on, April and all of you listening, you don't just require you to think, to plan, and be creative. Always use 3 adjectives. Okay, Jayden? Don't say think. It's good to have these 3 so that you're telling as hello, excuse me. The games is not just to think only, no. After you think, you need to plan. When you plan, you must be creative so people will enjoy the game. True now. Just like Scout, I think Haoran and Jaden. Now you're set 1. By the time you're set 2, you might be asked to do leadership. Correct, set 3. So you need to think how to create activities and activities for set 1 who is coming in. Correct now. Right. Then after that, you think, okay, so your teacher say, hey, Haoran, Jaden, can you think of an activity? Think, sir, I already think that these activities and my groups are going to plan to have funds and to have this and that, and then be creative. Something like that, right? Okay, carry on. Your brain?
Our brain will also have a small workout.
I love that word, man. I put that excellent. I love it. Workout. Whoa. Then you see, like Li Chen like that, you see? Can you imagine you put this center guy as a brain? Okay, Li Chen, you move away. I don't want to see your face. Move away first. You see that guy with the move away. You see this guy, instead of putting the guy there, you put the brain, replace the brain. You get me now? Thank you, Li Chen. Thanks, Li Chen. Thanks for your picture today. Right, change it. April was drinking water. Sure, now the brain so muscular, man. Yes. The brain is a very fantastic organ. Seriously. How Shen? I didn't know until last year, sorry, 2 years ago, last year or the year before, so 2 years ago. 3 years ago, sorry, 2019, when I brought my mom, How Shen, to go for MRI. You know it's MRI, right? You go to the spaceship and check. Until I realized my mom, the brain, was having back sector. The brain cells, certain part died off. And that caused her to have dementia. You know it's dementia, like Lauren Yu Yi-Zhen. Very sad, no? A widow of 10 over years to brought out this naughty boy here. I just realized the brain is, and it's irreversible, no? All right. You know, right? Brain, once your brain cell die, you cannot eat it. So it's true now, Jaden. When you say you work out a small workout, it's very true. That's why you see old people in the daycare, they play mahjong, they exercise, is to make sure that their brain will not get deteriorating. Well done, Jaden. Carry on. Making you smarter is true. And can I use the word instead of smarter? Can you say making you smarter, healthier, and better? Agree? Agree, Thanks.
You can also change the word smarter into more intelligent.
Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, since you say that, Haran. So may I ask, is smarter, okay, don't say smarter, is smart, intelligent, genius, clever, or brilliant, okay? Which is the best word to use? If you want to say something to your son, let's say, Haran, your son says, you come back with math full marks. Are you saying, wow, son, you're so clever, you're so brilliant, you're so genius, you're so intelligent, you're so smart? Which word do you think is best to use? You get me now? Right? If you say clever, okay, nothing wrong. You say you're smart, also nothing wrong. You say intelligent, also nothing wrong. But I prefer among all these words, next lesson I'll show you one of the words you're going to have problem. Okay? The words got 7 different way of writing, and which one is more important. But I will use the word genius. Okay? Thanks. Carry on.
For example, football and chess both require you to think of how to make the next move and attack. This has the same.
No, correct. Next move, so what? What are you going to do? True not, Jaden. Just like Scout. Okay, move. Sir, I move already. What's next? Make a 10. I make already. Then very stupid, right? If your sir is telling you step by step, right? True not? All right, I was like, can't you just give me the whole entire things there? I know. Right, I finish one, you tell me next to do. Correct not? It's not the way. Say, okay, guys, the whole of today activities are 9 o'clock, you do this, 10 o'clock, then 11 and 12 o'clock, we have lunch. Then after that, we move on, we proceed, blah, 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 until the next day, until the end of tonight, okay? And then tonight, we will brief you for tomorrow activities. That's the way to do, That's why you're training your brain. But the dementia patient cannot. They only repeat the previous one. So when I attend the course with the dementia care center, I realized my mom certain things, the pattern. So I understand dementia patient, not 100%, but at least, you get me now? I will know that not only the next move, and I know how to attack, just not to kill them, to attack them, to attack the kind of question they're going to ask me. Carry on. This has
the same effect as studies, but much more fun and engaging.
For sports. Agree? Engaging for which one? Hey bro, which one you tell me? But I know here football means sport then you emphasize. Don't let people to like, oh, have a question mark. Which one are you talking about? Carry on.
Although I think sports and games are as equal important as
As to be as equally as important. As no, as equal as important as studies. No, as good as important. Wait, although I think sport and games are as important as study instead of equal. Okay.
I do think that sometimes you should take a break from sports and games to read a good book or do your homework.
Excellent. Seriously. This book.
Thus,
No, you see this book.
which
You see
word?
this? Yeah, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Okay, later if I have time, I read to you. Carry on. That way,
That way, your brain will go through more interesting processes of developing.
you are also like the other mouse. The one you call the what mouse, you forget the E. Then Li Chen put the extra E for famous. And now I know already, Li Chen, you took away the E from Jaden. Right, that's why he missed the E here. I love to see all your smiling face. In school, Jaden will tell you, why? Jaden, very careless, never pay attention, but then make it a bit fun. Okay, I like the way you end your conclusion.
In a nutshell, I think that sports and games are equally as important as studies because sports and games keep you healthy and sometimes get your brain to start thinking, while studies, on the other hand, helps us in the growth of our mindsets and our ability to think.
So you can add one more sentence like this, Jaden. Therefore, I strongly believe that all works and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Okay, to end like that with a kind of statements to tell the examiner, I know what I'm writing. I know why I wrote this because both are equally. That statement tells you that you need to study hard when you need to study hard. You need to play hard. You therefore need to play hard. Okay, thank you for this avatar. Okay, you want me to show me my avatar also? 36 upon 50. I will give it. It's an A1. Even though it's some spelling mistake, but I am not the school, so I don't give anyhow marks to your office. So it's a 36. Well done. Okay, right. So hi, Haran. So April, maybe you can change your avatar to somebody else. Okay, I'm going to change back. Okay. Okay, today is the 8th of April. Thank you, Haran. Sometimes it's okay, just we have fun. So what we have here is going to beef up the creative sentences and the magic words that we're going to use for this month's lessons. And okay, this is what I want to see. Okay, fables, idioms, proverbs, similes, feast spot. Okay, it's found in my books. Okay, my books have all this inside to tell you what is fables, idioms, similes. But of course, if you Google it, you can find all this in Google. Okay. Okay, this is the book I'm talking about. I'm sorry, most of the students ask me, can they find this book in Popular? No. You have to order direct for me or through JLC. So this is a magic word, Haran. And you can see just now Li Chen and Jaden use all these magic words. Please do not share. Please, my advice, if you have, Haran, if you have printer at home, or maybe ask your parents to go somewhere and print this piece of paper, Haran. It's super important. You can use it. In fact, don't need to copy anywhere. Okay, Haran. You print it? Did you print it? Yes? Please print it. Yes, well done. Keep it. So every time when you want to write sentences, make use of this. Okay, you can form sentences about all this here. Well done, Haran. Well done. Very good. Okay, you can use it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did we go through this last week? April? We went through this, right? Hello? We did, Okay. April, you have been very quiet for the last 1 hour. So I'm not going to let you go. Let's read. Bella, just now Jaden and Li Chen's reading, correct now. Haran, next will be you doing the reading. So April, let's start first. Culture.
Cultural fashion, some may know it is as traditional fashion, gets inspiration from one's heritage and upbringing. Clothing and accessories falling under the category of cultural fashion evoke a sense of nostalgia while showing off pride for a rich culture.
Very true. You agree now, April? What is the culture for us? Is it true that the fashion now override and taken away our culture? Sorry, April, like yesterday I was in Bugis in doing my duty. I see some of teenagers like your age and even maybe older. Seriously, the way they dress, I cannot take it. Maybe it's too loud, the fashion. I really cannot take it. It's like 他好像破了一个洞，那裤子破了2个洞。好些，我好像是从丐帮出来的。Say, I know some of my students, even my goddaughter say, "Ayo, daddy you are old fashioned already." 那个衣服也是好像很短，短到好像不能再穿了 ，oversize 衣服本来刚刚好，现在你长大了不好。So is there something wrong, April? Maybe can you share? It's just like last few days we had these Malay students inside my class. So you're wearing a tulung. Okay. Is it right to have tulung? I think we as an Asian, sorry, I just feel that maybe I'm old-fashioned. I feel that it's the Westernness, the Western cultures, not Western, the Western cultures is some kind taking over our Asian cultures. I don't know about you, April. Maybe you are still young teenagers who want to dress certain clothing, but I feel that it's not right. Can't we just wear properly? I'm not sure about you, April. When you are mommy next time, will you want your daughter to wear a tube, a very short pants with broken teeth, and then put the eyelashes so high up, and then with all the fingers with different colors, and then hair one side green, one side red, okay, and then with tattoos say "I love you," hey, what's up, man? I don't know. How Xian will be, oh my god. How Ran will be, oh my god. Seriously, do we do that? Unless you are the tribes people like in Maui, those native in New Zealanders, okay, or this in Hawaii, they put tattoo for a reason. And now you see all the teenagers like putting tattoo. It's like nobody listen. How Ran, you agree now? When you walk on the street, I say, wow, the whole body, even the face also have it. All right, the whole face also got tattoo. I don't know why. 见不得人呐，没脸见人呐。Seriously. Then people say, Uncle Raymond, you lame lah, LMAO lah, please GG lah, LOL lah, FML lah, whatever lah, what L you come in. I'm so sorry. Why are you destroying your bodies? I'm a Christian as a Catholic. I don't like, and my 2 children, they have tattoo. But their tattoo are not as those like a whole bloody arms, legs and that. Yeah. I don't know why, seriously. You know how 40 years ago, in 1970s, if you have tattoo means you are in the gangster. Once you have any tattoo, you're a gangster. Once the police see that you have tattoo on your body, it's straight away to the police station. But now, I think if you go back, I think a lot of people will be in the police station. Half of the Orchard will be going to police station. True not? You just close your eyes and you just anyhow point. I tell you, sure got point 1 person with tattoo. I tell you. I cannot take it, no, seriously. Why? I just feel it, how runs. Sorry, people with tattoos lack of self-confidence. To me, how is fashion related to culture? Back to you, April. Oh, sorry, let me explain to this part here. So this one, what April has read is true. You bring up the essence of the heritage and upbringing. It's very important. Without culture, it's sayonara. April?
Fashion can be conceptualized as something that is popular among a group of people, whilst culture is a way of life shared by a group of people. Culture and fashion naturally overlap, where fashion can be an expression of culture or a culture in and of itself.
You agree, April? I'm not sure about you. During Chinese New Year, will you wear the 旗袍去拜年吗?
I have to.
Oh, you have to. Wow, it looks very nice. For very good. How about the guys? Will you wear the 叶问中国功夫的 one 那两条龙在前面立成，好像你要去打架这样。哇 correct, yeah, right. Yeah, wow. I do that. Oh, don't laugh. Excuse me. 他们叫我龙哥。哇，两条龙在前面。But now today I wear this. Don't laugh. I wear this. Nice, Stop laughing, right? I tell you already. Stop laughing. Nice, right? But you know what my son say? Daddy, the rabbit suddenly gets so fat because of my stomach. Because if you turn sideways, it's like I'm having a pregnant rabbit. Haoran, this t-shirt was bought by my stepfathers, my father. Correct now. Must appreciate, ma. Correct, right? Why you still laughing? I know the rabbit is very cute. I'm not cute. Okay, actually the t-shirt is very cute. If you wear by Li Chen and Jaden will be very cute. But when you wear by Uncle Raymond, apron, lucky never drink your water, you're gonna spill out. But why you realize there's a rabbit here? Next year I'll be wearing dragon, right? And last year was tiger, right? Last year was tiger. Where's my tiger? I do have a tiger, seriously. And my boss, Li Chen, the Poppin is born in the year of tiger. Tiger is not just fierce. Tiger is a very intelligent and hardworking animal. Okay? But I don't know why this tiger under YLC is so skinny. Malnutrition. Just kidding. Li Chen was angry at it. Oh no. I'm skinny, but I'm very strong, okay? I'm not a tiger. I'm a cheetah. It's under the cat family. Okay. Haoran will be a different tiger. It's Winnie the Pooh, the tiger. Okay, let's go. Fashions overlap. Very important. April, when you're wearing the qipao or the cheongsam, right? It bring, but why? Why do you think your parents want to do that?
My parents doesn't force me, our school does.
Your school does. Okay, why? Oh, that's a good one. I'm surprised.
They say you have to wear your cultural background whenever it's Chinese New Year, and people from other cultures also have to wear Chinese cultural clothing to
Awesome.
celebrate.
Because you use the word culture, right? What happened to your hand? Your hand
My
injured?
hand.
You cover your hand? Is your hand injured?
Yes.
Right, I told you so many times, right? Don't fight with your boyfriend, right?
No.
Oh, why don't you stop slapping your boyfriend with your hand, please? Just kidding. All right, don't you see they're all laughing at you. No, Haoran was, oh my goodness, April is so violent. Woo! Just kidding. Okay, guys, please don't take it serious, all right? Okay, don't be so feel offensive. No, just kidding. Did anyone break your hands? No? Or you just fell down?
I broke a candle and I was picking up glass, so it got into
Oh my
my
God, that will be quite painful. What happens, I asked, because one of my P3 students was being bullied in school because when he was walking down the stairs, someone pushed him and he hit this part here. And he got some blood stain and blue back. Okay, so yes, this is considered bullying. So thank you for your sharing, April, that your school allowed cultures to bring into school and make sure that it's awareness, alertness, and attention is very important, right? And surprisingly, the school bring this. And I know now these parents very hard to control us to wear what we want. But do you know Malays, right? April, Li Chen, and Haoran. You know, I have relatives who are Malays, Muslim, Haoran. You know, when the Hari Raya, whole family will wear the traditional costume, right? A dress, right? And then you know these are the family. All wear green, all wear blue, yellow, you know. Like it's the very, very unity, right? I think we should do that now to preserve. That's a keyword, to preserve the cultures, to ensure that the culture will not be died off. What culture does the country that has more than 5 stars? I cannot say more than 1 star because got one student say China also got more than 1 star. So I will say which country has more than 5 stars that do not have a real culture?
America.
That's right, America, yes. They don't have a 300 years old history telling a 5,000 years old history country to do what they want. A bit weird, huh? All right. We are not against the American. I have my godmom is staying in America. Yes, he's a Vietnamese. She's a Vietnamese. I lost contact with her for a while already. She ran away from Vietnam War and migrated to US. I have 2 students studying, working and studying there. One of them is a Burmese. I have friends also there. Okay, so I prefer more to England. Okay, I prefer more to England than US, but I'm not against US. Okay, let's go. Last one, April.
Fashion, culture,
No,
sociological.
yeah, we haven't finished this one.
How culture is reflected in fashion. Clothing habits tend to differ from place to place as every culture has unique clothing styles attributed to it. Apparel can also reflect the beliefs, customs, values, morals, economics, art, and technology of individuals and groups of people.
Exactly. So you see, culture and fashions are like twins. They are married together or like husband and wife, your right hand and left hand. So whatever it is, this month, the topic culture itself is so important because it links to the way we live. It links to the way we behave. It links to the way of hundreds or thousand years of history. It depends on what kind of ways you come from, what kind of culture you have. And we need to preserve it. If not, that's it. We've lost the things called 根, ROOTS, the roots. It's very important. As a Chinese, we need to preserve our Chinese language, our culture, our value. How Ran, you know, 什么是粽子哦？粽子懂啊？ I got one student ask me, really? What kind of burger is that?
What the heck, Joe?
Yes, what kind of burger is that? Yeah, mosh burger.
How is it a burger?
And it's from a Chinese person. Yes, listen, you will be seriously, Uncle Raymond? Yes. And it's from IB. Not IP, it's IB. If you say 粽子的来源是七元，对吗？七元，对吗？ Right? You don't know? Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. You tell me what kind of burger is that? I was like, excuse me? Jaden, that student lost the roots. Seriously, agree not? Yeah, that guy lost the roots 了，对了 correct 了，真的真的。But don't forget, no, that student is a very high flyer, very good. So, Haran, A1 in their study, but where is your EQ? You know it's EQ, right? The things. How are you going to face the real world? Can you imagine these students did very well and go to China? Can I have this 粽子 burger? I think the waiter will fainted. Like, 什么事？怎么？他要粽子的汉堡包？我做不吃，我只有叶子的。他要吃叶子的粽子吗？
The waiter be like, I can't order this guy.
No. Please. I say please. Please take note now. Don't lose the rules. Okay, I've seen different students in different ways, but you know this is the most shocking answer I ever received. Seriously, I tell you, if you say the 老外 don't know what is 粽子, understand? 外国人 okay, right, fair enough. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to you. Haran, can you read to the class, please?
Okay, no problem. Fashion culture, sociological studies of fashion culture relate the studies of fashion to two anthropological themes: social control and social change. Sociologists who have dealt with fashion as a mechanism of of social control have focused their attention on relationship between fashion culture and custom.
Slowly, don't rush. You're doing very well. Your reading is good, but you tend to get stuck there when you're reading too fast. Okay, don't relax. Well done. So it's the social culture have focused their attention one more time.
Social culture. Wait, what? Social control have focused their attention on the relationship between fashion culture and custom. To what extent fashion culture is orientated towards innovation and to what extent is a mechanism of convention? Fashion and consumer culture is about consumption, media representations of fashion industry, consumer activism, social class, and conspicuous consumption.
Wow, I like the way you pronounce the word conspicuous consumption. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for goodness sake, the one highlighted in yellow, please write down on a piece of paper now. It's a must to write down. This word conspicuous consumption will definitely appear one way or another in your essay, in your comprehensions, in the years ahead. This word conspicuous consumption is talking about people who, okay, I'm so sorry, I may be wrong. 爱慕虚荣, very materialistic one. Anything wrong? So Hao Xuan, let's say now you and your wife, 不是 Hao Xuan, Hao Ran, sorry, Hao Ran, I got this student, I got two students called Hao Xuan, sorry, Hao Ran. So let's say Jeremy, April, and Li Chen, say now you all got married already, you have your own house, okay, your neighbor all have Mercedes, but Hao Ran, you only got just a normal car, Toyota, for example. Okay, and then imagine all your neighbor's wife all carry Louis Vuitton, Chanel. Wow. And then you imagine, Jaden, your neighbors, all the wife got Rolex, expensive watch, every watch $20,000. And then their children, April, your children, your neighbor children all go to ballet, music, violin, piano, enrichment class, 心算, 珠算, 什么算, 除了珠算, 什么算都有了. All fully or ballet. Okay, even your son also practice ballet, your daughter practice. Nothing wrong for guy to practice ballet, true not? Nothing wrong. And then the girls learn taekwondo or Chinese Tai Chi or whatever. That means your whole entire 1 week are full of all activities. Conspicuous consumptions, if you go and Google now, is to tell you that you want to live in a very expensive, luxurious life. Is there anything wrong? No, right? You work hard. Imagine how, if you are now in 15 years time, you're earning 10,000 to 20,000 a month. April is the same. Li Chen and Jaden, 你会不会宠一宠自己? I know Warren Buffett is so super rich in the world, but he only used his car, an old car, and the TV was really run down. He doesn't have a handphone, correct me, I'm not sure now. That was many years ago. He lived in a very simple house, the most richest man in the world. Are you saying that he's very stingy? So this word conspicuous consumption, please take note. It's very good to use that. It depends on what kind of social status. For Jaden's and Li Chen's and Hao Ran, I'm not sure whether when you go to Sec3, you're doing social study or not. And this social study in Singapore is a compulsory subject. I know some IP schools don't cover social study, they do others. But this word will definitely be useful if you study economics, if you study business, if you study law. Trust me, write down this word. If you're still not sure, read through, and you're still not sure, can please come back to me next week. All right. One more time, I repeat, conspicuous consumption is something that you want to indulge in good things, expensive things, like eat in a very expensive restaurants. Nothing wrong, right? Hao Ran and Li Chen. If you're so rich, what's wrong with bringing your mom and dad every month to an expensive restaurant? 对吗? Because when you're young, they give you the best, right? 对吗, Jaden and April? What's wrong with buying a very expensive bag for your mommy? Next month, let's say, next month is Mother's Day. True or not? Right? Nothing wrong. Or even buy something to your parents, who take care of your husband and wife when they were young. Nothing wrong. Seriously, nothing wrong. Every Thursday, I will fetch my father-in-law from a dialysis center for kidney dialysis. It's my duty. Kidney dialysis is very tough for them. Right? It's nothing wrong. It's to show the filial piety. So this conspicuous consumptions is used later on in life to see that the differentiations of people involving the way they spend. Okay, one more time. So people say, Li Chen said, wow, you look at Li Chen, the family, buy this, buy that. I work hard, Li Chen, correct? 我也没有偷，也没有抢，我用我的血汗钱来赚钱。But depends on your needs. Okay, carry on. Hao Ran, can you continue this? Thank you.
Fashion culture is not just imitating peers, but to be in fashion, capturing the mood and the fashion culture of the times. By appropriating fashion culture discourse, consumers generate personalized fashion narratives that negotiate key existential tensions.
Very good. I like the way existential. Very good. But you break down, that's the way you read. Even though you might feel a bit, it's okay. I like the way you have the guts and the bravery to read the words. Well done.
Tensions that often express resistance to dominating fashion culture norms or consumer culture at large. From fashion culture to beauty culture to music and movies, youngsters have consumed and influenced what manufacturers, marketers, and retailers offered to them.
Exactly. Why? How are you from China?
Yeah,
Your parents?
yeah.
Okay. Why you think your parents come to Singapore? Because of this word conspicuous consumption. Why? Because they find Singapore safe, right? Agree? They find Singapore good. They find the education maybe stress for you. But no matter how, if you visited other countries, to be honest, do you feel safe to walk at night in New York Street at 10 p.m.?
I've never been to New York, Joe.
My uncle just came back from New Zealand. He had been staying in New Zealand for 23 years or later. 23 years. He was telling me that at night, nobody dare to go out in New Zealand streets. Even the people who rob the mama shop, so-called those are 7-Eleven shop, they don't take their cash. No, you know what they take? They take cigarette and beer. And one of the staff chased after the robbers. And he was being shot to death. And this Indian guy who came into New Zealand and told the police, I came here to find peace and feel good about this country, but end up I lost my stuff. Why not you all come to Singapore? You will be very happy here. We are very safe. We are very good. Right. Welcome to Singapore. We all welcome all the people from India here. We're making a very, very happy place. Welcome. You might think I'm racist. No, you might think I'm racist, right? But my younger son's godparents are Indians. Most of my students are Indians. Okay. And half of my relatives are Muslim. And my younger son is called Dambi, means in India, little brother. Okay. I have a lot of Indian friends. And most of when I was in school, Haran, I helped a lot of Indian students. And one of them was being sent to homes, boys' home. He didn't deserve to go to boys' home. But because his father was a drug addict, he was sent to prison. The mother ran away. When he went to his uncle's house, his auntie said, don't put your nephew in our house because your nephew 会教坏我的孩子. No choice, this Indian student have to stay in boys' home. A few years ago, when I resigned from my school, I met him in Bishan's library. He was doing very well. Okay. So look here. Why with most of them come to Singapore? Because Singapore is like Hong Kong, 购物的天堂, a shopping paradise, a safe paradise. Things that is not cheap, you might complain, but they'll see there are so many things that we can buy as long as you work hard. So thanks, Haran. You get me now? The way you read this one, you see why you come to Singapore. Because you feel safe. Your mommy will feel safe that you can walk alone, come back home from school. You see whether you do that in China. Good luck to you, Haran. You might be missing in action already. They're so cute and nice and good, and chubby and handsome boy. People will take you away. Nobody want to take Jaden and Yichen. You see?
Your hand is raised for some reason.
Yeah, I know, but accidentally, so it's okay. All right, thank you so much for the two readings. Okay, let's move on. Okay, stop here on last week, right? Well, carry on. Fashions and culture and social control. Right. Jaden?
Relationship between fashion culture and social
Stratification.
Does fashion culture mirror the social structure, or does it represent an equalizing force? Is fashion culture an exclusionary discourse originated by the mainstream elite, or does it give a voice to marginalized discourses?
So you see, sometimes when you go and visit someone or when you walk in Orchard Road, you see most of them are carrying expensive goods, like social stratifications, like you grouping them. Wow, this one from the rich Thai one, the high end or high class one. Wow, this one is like a YP. You know what's YP, right? Young punk. This one, wow, well, the way they dress, wow, very expensive look. Well, this one is okay, so. So, is there anything wrong? Yes, there is something wrong. We cannot make sure that everyone's equal. That's what it meant. But we need to, because sometimes in life, you work hard, you earn hard, and you play hard, you spend more. Nothing wrong. I'd rather you guys to spend things on these expensive goods than to spend your money in a gambling table, like casino. 十赌九输啊. I'd rather to buy expensive. You know, how right, April, you agree now? When you buy expensive bet, you can still keep it and later you can sell, right? Correct. And still got value, like your diamond, your gold. But you know, if you spend in gambling, you may not 100% get back, no. If gambling is so easy to earn money, and I think this, I don't want to teach already. I go to Marina every day and gamble already. True. If I go, I will 整天赌，我变成赌神啊，不是赌鬼啊。Okay, number 2, Jaden.
Functions, ideological meanings, and the rationale of the uniform in general, school uniform in particular. A group research project provides illustration of ideological critique through critical discourse analysis.
So when we are talking about this discourse about debate and arguments, April, in your school, you all wear uniform now, or wear your home clothes in China?
Uniform,
Yeah.
like public school, I think they get to wear their own, but our school, you have to wear a school uniform.
Public school means government school, right?
Yeah.
They wear their own clothing.
Yes.
Oh, it's opposite. So private school will have uniform.
Yeah.
Well, but in Singapore here, is public school wear uniform, right? But private school, of course, private school, they do like France, the international French and Germans and all those British, they do have uniform. But in poly, we used to wear our own home clothing. So when you are wearing your home clothing, that makes a difference, though. If students want to compare the way they carry the bag, their watches, their dressing, you know, some from Calvin Klein, some from Chanel, some from Uniqlo or Cotton On or Giordano or, you know, things like that, right? It makes a difference. Why? Because and the car that they come to the school, right? From bicycle, from e-scooter, from Mercedes, from Rolls Royce, from Lamborghini. I do have students come from Lamborghini. And he can tell me, yes, sorry, April.
Public school, they would wear like a red tie.
In Singapore?
No, in China, like they would wear like a red thing around their neck.
But in private or public school?
Public.
Oh, because it's to more to the communist, the red color. It's sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, in the past they also wear this, but maybe there's a culture. You see, the culture, the belief. So Jaden, my student came to school and drove in Lamborghini and still late for school. You know why he told me? My father can't start the yacht because he stay in Sentosa Grove.
What the heck?
Yeah. My father cannot start 那个游艇，他那个游艇开不了。当他开游艇从 Sentosa 来到 Harbourfront Vivo City, took the Lamborghini and still can be late for school. You might think very funny. Seriously, no, Uncle Raymond, 就是这样咯。Conspicuous consumption 咯。他的家里的电视机可以玩 Minecraft，可以玩 COD 很大个。80寸90
Uncle
寸。
Raymond, since they can afford a yacht, they can afford a Lamborghini, they can afford to stay in Sentosa Cove, why don't they just buy a helicopter and fly to school?
The Singapore government doesn't allow unless you stay in US. You think he's Richie Rich, Richie Rich got his own the dog called Dollar, can fly. And myself private jet also, right? Cannot. You're right. You're right. But very, you know, I would say I admire the students of mine, Okay, I don't saying that they are Okay, I don't want to say much. Okay, so anyway, yes. All right, Noah. Okay.
The red tie that they wear around the neck is like for only for, according to how what I know, is like for those students that are well behaved, I think.
No, no. I don't think so. I may not agree with that, but maybe it's because of your uniformity. They have to, because to identify because communist countries they like red color. So I'm not sure whether they change the system. That one I'm not into that. Sorry. Last one, number 3, Jayden.
Is body
Alteration.
alterations like tattoo, piercing, and cosmetic surgery a discourse of empowerment and control over one's body, or is it locked into the terms of reference of patriarchal ideology?
That means it's only the man, 大男人主义, only the man, the patriarchal ideology means only the man will tell you what to do. Okay, the woman will just listen and shut up and follow the rules and regulations, what the man's supposed to tell you, to wear, to dress, to behave, to put on your costume or your jewelries or your fashions. All right. All right, next one, trickle down. Back to you, Li Chen.
Trickle down terror
Theory.
or conspicuous consumption theory regard differentiation and stratification as essential
Preconditions of fashion.
of fashion.
Number
Now,
SMB, just put that SMB, that's the name of regard.
S&B regard fashion as an expression of collective behavior.
Collective behavior, that means this could, like, they like to dress according to the latest fashions, the trends. Sometimes when you go to walk near a mosque, a Muslim mosque, like a temple, 那个回教的教堂, they will have this same dressing together to identify themselves, especially when they're going for mosque on Friday prayer. Or certain group of people, when they go to church, they like to dress certain way. Like during Christmas, for Catholic, we like to dress very nice, very good, to respect, to welcome the birth of Jesus. Or even during Deepavali, there's this group of people, they believe in the Deepavali's traditional values and culture. They will dress in that manner. Okay, carry on.
Trickle down effect or
Phenomenon 就是不同的 events,
occurs when the lower social class adopt a fashion culture. When fashion culture trickles down and are no longer exclusive, it will no longer be desirable to higher social classes.
So you see, because of these fashions, sometimes you differentiate between the higher class, the middle class, the lower class, or even those who are super low class. But is it good or not? Is it why we need to do that? Yes, maybe possible in terms that we want to identify them so that we want to see how much this country has in terms of the richness they have, or by certain country like in Africa, not many people dress well, so there's a different ways of identifying the social status. Okay, last two, we'll stop it here, and the rest, by right, we have to talk about this, how clothes represent cultures. So we have to push it to next lesson as well, the test for the exam. No more tests in my lesson, they will call exam. Okay, so I push out the next one. Let's finish out this 2 paragraph. Let's go.
Fashion culture terrorists.
Theories are terrorists.
Theorists.
My goodness, not terrorists, theories. Okay. Theories means the ideas are people give idea. Carry on.
Like Davis points out that not only do fashions fail to trickle down, but often the inspiration for new fashions start from the street. Fashion culture theorists like Crane argue that consumer society replaced class with lifestyle
Lifestyle
groups.
Yes. So you see that they have studied fashions. These are the theories. People will study the ideas of fashion and cultures. You see, realize maybe every 100 years there will be change of culture, change of fashions. Right? You know, in the past, the culture will remain the same. But like the cheongsam, the qipao, in the past, the way they design and now the way they wear the qipao is totally different, right, April? Correct? Your nai nai and your mommy and the way you wear the qipao might be different. The same as the Muslims who dress the ladies, they're putting the tulung, the hijab, will be different also. As my sister-in-law, the way they dress is also totally different. Time change, lifestyle change. Because every century, every 100 years, there are different ways of fashions to meet the different needs of people, their thoughts and thinkings. Okay, so we will keep this ones. Okay, last one. Jaden, last one. Fashion.
Fashion cultural theories like Pierre
Number PB and JB. Okay, come.
see social hierarchy reflected in subtle practices of education and consumption that underlie apparent social change.
What it means that as long there is fashions, you will be separating certain cultures. Like people might take it like this culture is very low class. This culture is not suitable based on the society that we are living in now at this point of time. So they might change it. And then maybe they will slowly, eventually the culture might gone and replaced by certain fashions, certain types of cultures. Right? So what is culture? Is culture important to our fashion industry in today's society? Discussions. So we'll discuss more on this next lesson. It can be a part of your homework, okay? I need to get let me stop the sharing. Lower my hand. Oh here. Lower my hand. Get this up here. I need to get April's. April, can you just copy and paste again? Where is your homework? That's not in the Zoom. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I just copy and paste into my words in case I lost it. In case I lost it, okay. Okay, I copied into Microsoft Words already. Right, thank you. Thank you, class, for today's lesson. Next week, I'll be giving you something new about some of the grammar as well as the exam for grammar. Right, so thank you for Jaden's and Li Chen, your homework, and April as well. So Haran, like I say, every lesson there will be homeworks, but don't worry, you're not necessarily compulsory must hand in. So Jaden, how long it took to hand in this homework? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Wait. This homework you last week gave her, right?
I can't remember. Last week.
I think so.
Okay, so for Jaden, it's always handing on time. So Li Chen, no need to apologize, Uncle Raymond, to last minute hand in. So do not apologize to Uncle Raymond. Just complete and hand it to me. Okay. No need to say sorry for the late reply, sorry for the late submission homework. I will still welcome for you all to hand your homework. Even your homework is 1 month ago, 2 months ago. That shows that you are interested to do your homework to improve yourself and you want to learn and submit your homework. That's all. Okay. So don't need to say, oh, Uncle Raymond, this homework was 2 months ago. I handed it was too late. No. It's never been late. It will never be too late. It will never be a punishment for handing your homework late. This is not school, I repeat. This is a freaking class, I repeat. Okay, a crazy class. As long as you are happy, you think like a freak, you are good, you're able to do well in your study, in your life, that's about it. Okay, handing homework will definitely prepare you for a better future and exam. That's all. Not handing homework, that means you will be like, okay, you just attend the class, but what have you learned? So true, you see how from Li Chen and Jaden's, and later on next week I'll be reading April's essay. You have learned a lot, right, Haran? From what Li Chen is sharing and his Jaden, you see, from there you can see, okay, what they have experienced through. And in fact, thanks to Li Chen, he bring back my old childhood memory and then share with it. Okay, If not, I will never have a chance. If it's not for his essay for Li Chen, and if it's not for Jaden's essay, I will not share with other things as well. So let's open up. It's an open discussion. There's no bullying, say, oh, this and that. We just share, okay? Thank you. Have a nice Saturday. God bless. See you next Saturday. Bye-bye.